is Tomi from Ginger Evil, and you're watching GRIMM TV.
First of all, really nice to meet you today.
You too, man.
How are you doing?
I'm really good. It's like things seems to be going like or taking off, I'd say, and it's like album is coming out in about like less than 2 weeks, so you always think that, yeah, fucking hell, I'm gonna have a new Ferrari, like that. So of course you believe in the album, because there's no point making a shitty record, right? So yeah, and it's like we have a lot of like stuff going on, interviews. We have new people in our team, and yeah, hopefully it's like we have gotten the first 2 reviews on the album. And it's like, whoa, don't say things like that. It's like last night I read an interview where they said that it's like Fleetwood Mac would give whatever these days to have like songs like this, and it's like, no, don't say that. No pressure, don't say that. But it was funny. It's like, yeah, it's like they were comparing us to fucking him and all those great bands. Mm-hmm. But it's like we don't think that. We just think we're ourselves, and they just keep digging and listening. So, there has to be some influences and all that. So.
Yeah, well, like in the like the press text that comes with the album, like
from Foo Fighters to Fleetwood Mac, well, there's
it's but in a sense, like I've been listening to the album, and I mean, you can sort of hear like it's not like straight up there, but it's like little hints and little pieces that are there, and to me it comes across as like music that could have been written during like the heydays of Fleetwood Mac, but with like a modern twist.
Yes.
Like a Foo Fighter, like modern twist is there.
Oh yeah. It's like we don't think about like making a hit song, or writing a hit song. It's like we all have our own influences, and it's a good thing. It's like maybe our bass player throws in, like, sends me a fucking bass track. Do something. I was thinking along the lines of 90s Seattle. It's like, alright. And then I make some sort of like drum patterns and riffs and like that. And it sounds totally different. Then comes in Ella or Tony. So it's been really... It's been easy, and I find it really interesting. Then all of a sudden, it's like you have all these songs, and the band. You've been thinking about this band for a long time, like since 2005, and all of a sudden, everything goes together. It's like, whoa, and I believe there's like there has to be something that's not like the plastic thing that is going on these days. And people like think that, it's like I can't really compare this to any other band. Like, okay, you sound like Iron Maiden or Kiss or whatever. It's good, and it's really like it what makes us do more work, but still I'm thinking. Do people like this or that or that? Because when you try to when you're making music, you can't think what is a hit, because then you're lost, completely lost, and it all goes to shit. That's my opinion.
Just need to write good music.
Yeah, it's like,
and then it might have the potential to become a hit.
Yeah. It's like first of all, we're doing it for ourselves, and if somebody else likes it, it's an added bonus. If nobody gives a shit, so be it.
And I feel like the music on this album now, like I don't want to predict that there's any certain song that's gonna be a hit or whatever, but to me the music has a certain like feeling of that kind of old school timelessness.
Yeah, thank you.
Music that you could like put on in like 10 years and it's still gonna be good music.
Thanks. Yeah, and it's the way we want it to sound is like the sound on heavy metal or rock albums these days. You can't tell the difference. All the same samples, guitar sounds, and all that. It's like, no, you want it to sound organic, but like up to date for today, of course, because we all love old music. And for some reason, you're just, it's like angel is kissing your earlobe when you listen to the, let's say, Mother Love Bone album, or old Iron Maiden album, or whatever, a Fleetwood Mac album. But the sound, and we wanted to go for that because that's what we love, and because the album is made for ourselves.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like it was also written in that press text, like made to make happy or make you happy or something.
Yeah, it's like thing is we couldn't find a singer for a long time, so it's like fuck this shit. Let's get back to it another time. And from the first rehearsals on, I realized, oh, we found her. And yeah, and I can honestly say that if she wasn't in the band, we would be just another band. Because,
And like initially, when you like sort of started, and like all the way back in the day, did you ever think on having like female vocals?
Nope.
Or like it didn't?
No.
Yeah.
No, and well, to be honest, there wasn't that many female singers. Our great ones.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm happy that we waited, yeah. Because now it's like it all came together all of a sudden. So.
And like I know, like I read that you basically already had like a bunch of songs, but I would guess that with the new people coming in and sort of like a lot changed still of those songs.
Yeah, and we had a producer as well. He changed the keys of the songs and all that. And and the thing is, like, if we have a demo, like from the way back, or these days even, we send it to Ella or Tomi or whatever, and it sounds totally different. And it's like she can actually say that. I say that, here's it's like the structure, it's the intro, verse, chorus, blah blah blah, and says, no, this is the chorus. Like, so that's the beauty of the chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's because there's no egos involved. It's like, so.
And I read that like it like immediately clicked when you start like jamming and like. Makes me wonder, like, have a lot of songs been written as a jam, or?
No, there were like, well, especially during the COVID. It's like, because we couldn't meet up. It's like we just did demos online and send it off on each other, and it just evolved. And all of a sudden we had melodies on the songs. It's like, ooh, and then came in the producer once we went to record the songs, and to be honest, even the producer said that I couldn't believe it came out this good. And still it's like I can stand behind these songs. So, looking forward to album number 2, which is already in the making.
I was guessing that since you've been kind of waiting and working so long on this band coming to proper fruition, that there was already a bunch in the work for the next album.
Oh yeah. It's like we have to deliver within 2 years. So, but it's always, it's like we need to work.
And since it seems to be like going up and up now with just like that first album, it's good that you have already something kind of in the works for like a quick follow up to kind of like.
But it still it works the same way. It's like this is the song sent off to somebody else, and it's like, okay, this is a different song, but that's the sound we go for it, and hopefully it stays that way for a long time because we have like 4-album deal.
That's 4 albums to be looking forward to. For people that like good rock music. I read also in the press text that Richard Stanley, like used to work with The Who at some point at least. That he was quite impressed with your music and like was inspired to write lyrics. Like is that for like all the songs the lyrics or like just
no, it's some of the lyrics. It's like the some of the songs.
Curious about it.
And he was kind of like a co-writer, helping him out because we wanted to have like somebody who can like give depth to the lyrics because that's how you make the timeless music. And so the thing is, we were asked around, does anyone know a native English speaker who can help us out with the lyrics? I got the phone number, I called him, he was cynical, he's like, yeah, whatever, send me the demo, I'll check it out when I have time. 2 days later, I'm in.
Okay.
It's like, alright, good shit. Because we were prepared to wait for a long time, or like him giving us the finger. It's like, But that was good, and he's a legend, and his experience, he has like he saw some things we didn't see, and he helped us a lot. So I was actually sent him a message yesterday. I got the CDs. Give me your address.
It's an art on its own to write good lyrics that contribute to the song overall, and it's not just a bit of text there. Like
It's like because we're all like it's our not mother language, so you can't really have that same depth. Like, we can always like I love you, you love me, blah blah blah. Beatles did it, but anyway, so it was good, and so we were lucky to have him on board. That's it.
Well, when I saw that like little bit in the press text that came with it, it immediately caught my attention because I'm personally a huge The Who fan. So
it's funny because he fucking filmed the Beatles. He got it's like invitation, and John Lennon was doing Imagine album, and he got invited to film it. And we were actually in the studio, and Richard was there. And one of his stories, we were having lunch or whatever. I was like, I remember when we were having a breakfast with John. And he wanted to also say, John, we were talking about, who was he? John Lennon. I was like, fuck. And this dude is like sitting opposite. And it's like, I don't want to brag about it, because I'm just a guitar player. And he said that it's like you're on the same level with Pete Townsend and all those. But hey, shut the fuck up. Like, it was unreal, surreal. It's like, how did I end up in here talking about this with the guy who was done like with legends? So that was, for lack of better word, fucking interesting.
Well, it really caught my eye, so I had to ask a bit about that at least.
Yeah. Well, that's the story.
You're also immediately like releasing your album on a quite well-known rock label.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nice for your first like release.
Yeah.
Did they just like did you like send your demos or whatever in their way, or they found you, or
No, it's like we have a new management. We had the other management at the time, and so like we gave them contact these labels. So what happened? There, just all of a sudden, they want to have a meeting. I was all right. I knew that it was sort of a hard rock label with the so-called nostalgia artists like Whitesnake, Toto, and all that. And there was what should be like do a contract with us. All right. We negotiated for about 3 or 4 months until both were like, all right, let's sign the deal. And what happened, we didn't know at the time that they were actually planning to sign like different kind of bands, not just the hard rock bands. So we were in the right place at the right time, and all the people who've been working there, they're really fucking nice. And it's like we had a meeting with them like a couple of days ago. There was only 5 of them from Frontiers. I was like, it's so we look. Actually, well, especially I'm learning so much because I've been doing it for a long time, and I don't know shit. And now when I work with like real people who have done this for a long time, I keep my ears open all the time. But yeah, it's like, and we felt that they really want us on the roster, because otherwise it wouldn't be like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
So
I feel like overall that your band really fits well in the direction they're trying to go in with the label.
Yes.
Because they're going with that kind of
alternative,
well-written rock music, but like with that kind of modern alternative like twist on it. And
there's just like a couple of months ago signed Skunk Anansi.
Yeah.
It's not hard rock band. It's like alternative at its best, and it's a good thing, I think, because hard rock is pretty narrow, the audience, but when you like expand it, you have a lot more like
for a really long time. Like what was released on Frontiers, for me personally, there was only here and there something that like stuck out to me. And now I come across it way more regularly. That's interesting. So it's a good sign in my book.
It is, and it's like they know that's the only way to like keep the business going. So they hire a lot of like top-notch people. And well, I can tell you this as well. It's like during COVID, I have a couple of songs like later on. I don't know what the fuck to do with them. And I contacted a couple of my old friends and some people that I've never even met. So we did it's like, would you be like interested in doing this sort of a project? And we won't be playing any live shows ever. So what we did is like other guys, they recorded the parts like at home, but I'm not technology. My recording technology is not on the like up their level. I recorded my guitar parts in a real studio, and it's just there. It's like, let's put it on Spotify. 2 days later, I got email from Frontiers. And I said, we heard your new song. Would you be interested in talking about like signing with us? It's like, there's only one problem. We have only one song, and it's all like released. And it's like when I got contacted about Ginger Evil, and they didn't know. It's like I said, it's like, who's this person and who's this? Because it's a big company. But anyway, it was sort of funny that they heard only one song, and it's like, hey, you got that shot. But it's like, let's see. It might happen someday, but ginger ale is the priority. So. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've been listening to the album quite a bit, and well, basically when the first single came out, it immediately piqued my interest. That's partially also why I kind of immediately like shared it on our website, like the news item and so on. And
Yeah, I saw
that brought me here.
Oh.
And that basically brought me here.
Good.
Because yeah, when like a new song or a new band like speaks to me, I'll make sure that news item or whatever gets on the site.
Thanks for that.
So,
yeah.
really hoping that a lot of people share my opinion that it's a really good album.
I can honestly say, and not trying to sound cocky, but it is a good album.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to it. This sounds fucked up, but I've been listening to it for about a year, at least twice a week, like from top to bottom. And I still think it's a good album. I wouldn't change a fucking thing, and that's rare.
I feel it has a very nice flow overall.
Yeah.
How the songs are like following up on each other, like
Yes.
some calmer and then like right after like a proper groovy rocker and stuff like that. Like
It's like because it has variety. It's not like just kicking ass and kicking ass. I couldn't do that. But yeah, it's like whenever I played it to my friends or whatever, it's like it's actually pretty good.
and it's over before I realize it. That's usually a sign of a good album. You're listening to it and it's like, oh, this is already the last song. Oh, crap. And then at the same time, when you realize that it ends, you're kind of having the feeling like, kind of wanted to like hear more.
Yeah.
I'll restart it.
Yeah. That's what people been saying. It's like you have to just like listen to it and listen to it all over again, and you can like, yeah. Well, that's pretty much what happened to me when I first time heard Appetite for Destruction. I said, what the fuck is this racket? And then you realize that, hey, not the best players in the world, but it comes from somewhere here. So we didn't try to, recreate Appetite for Destruction. You can hear the influence on some of the songs.
Yeah, like I said, hope a lot of people pick it up and a lot of people like it and a lot of people talk about it to their friends and get the ball rolling, because I feel like the album and you guys deserve it.
Thank you.
Like you earlier already said, like you're gonna have a release show at the end of the month. Any other plans that are set in stone already that you can share? Because I know.
Yeah, well, it's sort of. Of course, we have the new management, and he's trying to find us a proper agent, both in Finland and abroad. Yeah. So otherwise, it's like the record will die a slow death. Yes, that's what you have to do, and that's what we want to do. So hopefully there will be a lot more like a proper tours with a bigger band, because there's no point 5 people 6 people traveling around in a van and there's like fuck all people there, like the owners, there's only 2 people showing up, because it's just it doesn't work. It doesn't get you anywhere, because like 20 years ago, we kept fucking playing shitload of gigs, people were talking about it, but there's so many fucking shows these days that it's like you have to play to a bigger audience to like to have that like push.
It feels like bands and venues and so on are still trying to catch up with what they missed during COVID, and it's ridiculous how many shows there are on the same day or same week, and it's
and the ticket prices off the roof. So. But yeah, it's like that's the plan. Let's see how it goes. Um, we're working on a second album, sort of already. So it's it's still all about luck. It's like it doesn't matter if you have the best song in the world, you put it out. If you don't have the fucking muscle, it just stalls. Nobody hears it. So now we have the muscle, we have the songs, we have whatever, and still, yeah. So hopefully it takes off.
And talking about like touring with a bigger band, what would be a dream for you to play with?
Personally, Paul Jam, I think, yeah. Be a good audience, and they're all still alive. I saw them in Lollapalooza in Stockholm like 2 years ago. I never seen them before. I was like, what the fuck, man? It was so good. It's like, it's funny that it's like they look old, but still, fuck, they delivered. And there was Jerry Cantrell at the same festival. I fucking cried. It's like, you know, yeah, he's the other one.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's it's like, I would love to meet him. So.
It's like versus Pearl Jam, like they're not that little grunge band from back in the day where they clearly grew up, but they grew up in a really good way.
Oh yeah, and it's like they keep doing albums. They, of course, people love their like old hits, but they're still relevant, and that's fucking cool.
Their music keeps on being very, very, very solid.
Yeah, and the other band, I think it's, do you know D.A.D.? It's like, well, they've been going on for like 30 years, and they still haven't made a shitty album, and they keep making them.
Yeah, just recently brought one out again, right?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, you fuck. Yeah, it's like, obviously they love what they're doing, and it just keeps getting better. Live, they just fucking...
And they're also one of those rare bands that can just like come over to a country, play a show of like 3 hours or more, and like no one complains that it's just them.
No, it's
the
like,
show is so damn good.
Yeah, and it's like it doesn't matter if you play like 5 songs from your new album.
Yeah.
Nobody complains. It's like and that's something I wanna like accomplish.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, they have a new album coming out. Why don't they just play the hits from the first album? Well,
and well, they also have a lot of gimmicks, but
in a good way.
In a good way, but the music is still there too. It's not just a gimmick band, like, 'cause with the things that they do live, it could have easily turned into like a gimmick band.
Yeah,
but the music is still actually there.
Yeah, it is. It is like, and with my other band, we had like this mini tour with them, 4 shows, and it's like, do they ever have bad days? It's like, yeah, we do. And it's like, yeah, but still, even they have a bad day, it's still fucking great day for a lot of bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's, yeah. See how
fingers crossed for any of those.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm about there.
Should talk too much.
No, it's perfect. Perfect amount.